This is the 9th time that we've had this contest. Closest to the hole, the Corbell hole-in-one challenge. A hole-in-one is worth $250,000. If none are recorded, then we'll take $5,000 in the name of our celebrity, and it will be donated to the American Century Celebrity Tournament charity. Can you measure that? Talented guy, right?
The full experience there from Alfonso Ribeiro, who is a guy who takes his golf really seriously, so pretty cool to see him get closest to the pin.
2 years in a row, Mike. This guy has got this thing locked down. So if you're going to put a side bet on somebody, don't go against Alfonso Ribeiro on 17. All right, we're going to be right back. Wrap things up here on our 19th hole wrap-up show. We're going to be back here again tomorrow, and it's going to be a wild finish here from Edgewood Tahoe. Our coverage all week long presented by Golf MD.
Coverage of the American Century Championship is sponsored by Golf NV. Locally owned, locally loved. Golf NV.
All right, wrapping things up here on our 19th hole wrap-up show from the back deck at Edgewood. Once again, presented by Golf NV. Mike Stephenson, Alex Margulies. Mike, set it up for us on Sunday. Steph Curry, Joe Pavelski, Marty Fish. Maybe somebody else comes out and leapfrogs those three, but we should have an incredible finish here on Sunday.
We're seeing Steph at the top with 50 points. Then you have Marty and Joe Pavelski tied at 47. Then it drops off a little bit. Mark Mulder, Jack Wagner tied for 4th with 38 points. So I'd say if I was a betting man, one of those top three is going to get it done. 2 of those top 3 in that final group, Alex, active athletes, which again, an active athlete has not won at Edgewood since 1998, and that was the only time it's happened. Mario Lemieux. Sunday is going to be crazy, and we are going to cover it all.
If you missed any of our coverage throughout the week here on the American Century Championship, you can find that online at nevadasportsnet.com. If you missed parts of this show, you can see it again tonight, 10 o'clock on Nevada Sportsnet. Again, 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. tomorrow, starting first on NBC at 6, NSN on 10 for the 19th hole. Cheers, brother.
Time to wrap a bow on it.
See you guys tomorrow here on the 19th hole. Hope you have a great weekend here at Lake Tahoe. From beautiful Lake Tahoe, the premier celebrity golf tournaments. They call it the Super Bowl of celebrity golf, and it happens right here in South Lake Tahoe. Welcome to the 19th hole wrap-up show presented by Golf NV. From the back deck at Edgewood Tahoe, he's Mike Stephenson. I'm Alex Margulies. Our NSN mobile studio presented by Legends Bait Casino and Circa Sports. Mike, man, Saturday of the American Century Championship, and this is going to be a wild finish. What an amazing weekend it has been already.
We had a 3-way playoff last year. There's a chance we might get it again Sunday. As you said, it's already been incredible. Saturday brought some dramatics. Sunday should bring some fireworks as well as we get ready to crown a champion here at Edgewood.
Mike, when you're talking about fireworks, how about some of the moments we saw today? And this one from Steph Curry, maybe one of the greatest moments in ACC history. On number 7, Curry knocks it in for a hole-in-one. That's worth 8 points, Mike, and that keeps Steph Curry at the top of the leaderboard, 50 points after day 2.
The celebration says it all. The first ever hole-in-one on 7 in the history of the American Century Championship. Had to be an out-of-body experience for Steph, who a couple days ago I asked, what's the greatest golf shot you've ever hit? He holed out from 97 last year. I'm guessing this is number 1 after today, as he still sits at the top of the leaderboard.
All right, I had a chance to get with Steph Curry greenside right after he finishes round as he sits in first place. All right, Steph, you knock in a hole-in-one. You've got the lead going into Sunday. I mean, put in perspective in terms of just sports moments in your life to hit a hole-in-one at the American Century Championship.
It's up there. I mean, it's hard to compare anything to basketball success and championships and all that great shots, but it's definitely the highlight of my golf life. Just the crowd, the atmosphere that was around there. I knew it looked good the whole way. You never really expected to go in, and then as soon as the roar happened, like I lost my mind and went full celebration mode. So super exciting moment for sure. Very memorable. I'm glad I held it together the rest of the round because it was an emotional roller coaster.
I imagine when you're running through there, like it's just one of those things you're just kind of numb. You're not even thinking about anything.
Not at all. I forgot where I was, to be honest. And, it's one of those you don't even believe like what's actually happening while you're celebrating because those are so rare, and to do it in a tournament is crazy.
All right, so you're locking up with Mardy Fish. I know you talked about him earlier this week, admiring a lot of his game. You said his tempo is something you'd love to have in your own game. Being able to square off against him with a possible American Century Championship on the line, what's that going to be like?
It's beautiful. Like, we know each other. We've played in this event so long. Played, casual rounds down in LA, and like I said, I love his game. We're great friends. You throw Pavelski in there. Like, I have a history with him too. So for my first time really like going after the championship in the final group with those two guys, it's going to be amazing. I just got to get some sleep because that 140-yard sprint took a lot out of me.
All right, if you win this thing, are you going to Lake Tahoe?
I'll probably do a lot more than that too.
Thanks, man. Good luck. All right, we'll see if he takes the polar plunge like we did, Mike. And if Curry is able to get the job done, he would be an incredible rare air. Only one current athlete has ever won the American Century Championship.
It was 25 years ago this year. 1998, Mario Lemieux got it done. It's the only time an active athlete has ever done it. Speaking of a retired athlete on his tail, I'll tell you what, if that hole-in-one doesn't go in, Steph is not in first because Mardy Fish had the round of the day. 29 points to lead all golfers. Our Shannon Kelly had a chance to catch up with the 2020 champion at the ACC after his Saturday round.
Marty, 6 birdies today. How are you feeling out there for your round?
Yeah, we had a good groove going there on the greens. Hit a few pretty close. Heard the roar on 7. We were on 8 greens, so we were like, that's definitely a hole-in-one. We looked around, and one of the guys with the TV guys had a thing in his ear, said Steph, was Steph. So thankfully, at least we'll get some drinks on him. But 8 pointers, making 6 pointers is playing great, and it's fun to have him. Fun to have him playing well out here, obviously. And I know he's wanted to play well and win this thing desperately. So it's good to have him out.
How do you feel like you've kind of settled into maybe a little bit of a groove now in the second day?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like I tend to play well the second round of this event. Just haven't really put it together, although I turned a really good round into a bad scoring round yesterday, so left a few out there yesterday. But today felt good, and we were kind of in control the whole time, so it was fun.
Last thing, what's it going to take to make a push and win this thing tomorrow?
I don't know. I mean, we're going to see. Steph's going to come in here. Looks like he's at 49 now with another hole to play. So we'll see what he does here, and then regardless, it looks like I'll be down going into the last round. So chasing, as they say.
Pretty cool to hear how happy Marty is for Steph as they get ready to duel on Sunday. if you're Marty, I'm sure you want to get this thing done again, considering in 2020 there wasn't anyone here.
Yeah.
I'm sure he would love a packed 18th green come Sunday at the ACC to get this thing done. It ought to be fun.
Yeah, these guys have a ton of hits for each other. They have a lot of respect for each other. So, and don't count out Joe Pavelski.
Yes.
This is a guy that was in a playoff last year. Do not count him out. He could have a run for himself come Sunday. Later on in the show, we'll hear from Del Curry, the father of Steph Curry, about, there is a little bit of a gentleman's agreement during hole-in-ones. What kind of bills are we expecting Steph to have to cover tonight? We'll get into that with Del. Plus, coming up on the other side of the break, we're going mic'd up with Kevin Bumgartner. You know him from The Office as Kevin. We're going to take a tour around the golf course with him. More to come here from the sunny shores of Lake Tahoe right after this.
It's just so great to be back out here and see familiar faces and to support a good cause with American Century Investments and all the money going towards the Stowers Institute. And then we get to come to this beautiful venue in Lake Tahoe, see all of our friends. It's like summer camp every year, and familiar faces I get to cover during the seasons, and you get to kind of enjoy and relax in these next couple days. But I say relax, it's very intimidating, but I just love being out here, and the fans are amazing. They're just so supportive, and they cheer you on even in a bad shot, so it's fun.
As you come back year after year, you recognize more people, you make new friends, and so I feel a little more like I belong here, but that first tee is still very intimidating. My husband's my caddy, so it's super fun for he and I to get to come out here, and he wishes he could play, but he gets to walk the course, and this is the first year that we didn't bring the kids, so we kind of just get to enjoy it as adults a little bit more.
All right, a couple ladies that are stars on NBC, Catherine Tappan and Dylan Dreyer. Good to have them here, Mike, and certainly not the only stars of NBC out here on the golf course.
We talk about NBC programming, maybe no more famous show than The Office. One of its characters always here at Edgewood, also spends some time in Reno as well. Brian Bumgarner, you know him better as Kevin. We spent some time with him on NSN Daily a couple days ago. He was so great that we said, hey, can we throw a mic on you for a couple holes? And he said, sure, let's do it. We followed him on 4 and 5, and this is what we got.
Go. Go! Well, I know I can't go for it. That little 6-iron shot that I always feel so good about kind of betrayed me back there. Yeah, I got to hit hybrid. All right. Let's get back in it. Gosh darn it. Am I in the stuff? Oh, perfect. Really good shot.
That's perfect. Exactly what you want. What am I talking about? I know one thing. If I lived here, I'd be out here every day.
Yep. I was putting for bogey, so I just.
We love that show. And can we take a picture with you?
Thank you so much.
There you go. Nice.
Awesome.
All right, thanks, you guys. Get up.
Great shot.
Thanks. There we go. That was the plan. Last hill. Thank you. You know what I've learned the last 2 holes? Pars are way more fun than bogeys.
Ain't that the truth?
You could say
and,
that again.
And birdies are even better. Or if you're Steph Curry, holes in one.
Holes in one, 8 points he got for that. How about the cameo from Larry the Cable Guy?
Oh, what a great grouping.
We might see him again in this 19th hole show.
You know it. And that was not the only person we've had to mic up this weekend. Mike, we also got a chance to get with Kevin Millar, who is also one of the favorites out here. Just a great guy.
Yeah, and probably one of the best personalities out here. He was quick to say, put a mic on me, and we followed him for a couple holes as well. You'll get that on Sunday's edition of the 19th hole show, pardon me. But how about a little sneak preview for you right now?
You gotta go around, right? You see, that was bad driving. Come on. How great is this, though? There's nothing better.
We're at work right now.
I mean, this is what you call work? Yeah. Are you guys hiring? All right, this is kind of a quirky. Not many have a 9-wood. When you can't hit irons, you just go with a 9-wood, 7-wood, driving. Yeah, you just get. I got more hybrids than KJ Choi. My buddies always make fun of me because of 9-wood. I'm like, bro, it's 220 shots, a 215 shot, it doesn't matter.
3.
Oh, great shot. Stevie, I tell you, ever since you hit that guy, dude, you've been unbelievable.
What a guy. We had about 5 minutes of great sound from him. We had to condense it a little bit, but you'll get that full edition again coming up tomorrow, Sunday on the 19th Hole Show, 6 p.m. It sounds like he might be interested in Nevada Sportsnet. He has some media experience. We'll have to see what happens.
I would not mind that. All right, more to come on today's edition of the 19th Hole Show here from the stunning shores of Lake Tahoe. The party is on here in South Shore. A lot to get to. We will return with more. Our show presented today here by Golf NV. We'll be right back.
I'm still a fan of the game. I'm still a fan of sports. I'm still a fan of a lot of the guys really playing in this tournament. So it's I know exactly where people stand walking around here, and in terms of mentally and understanding that, you know, giving them the little bit of maybe a signature or a picture goes a long way, and, you know, creates a memory that they can tell somebody that, you know creates a smile. That's all I'm here for, man. I know what that feels like. So I just want to give that to everybody that comes out here and supports.
Back here in our 19th hole wrap-up show presented by Golf NV. Mike, Travis Kelce, the Super Bowl champion, a little bit of a Super Bowl kind of parade around the golf course the last couple of times for him and Patrick Mahomes the last few days. And I tell you what, Kelce's a guy that kind of relishes in this. I mean, I watched him walk around and basically shake every person's hand, autographs, all around the 18th green. This is a duo that's always fun to watch.
That's, of course, true, and I was just going to say this is a guy who just gets it. Travis Kelce knows what it was like to look up to athletes and entertainers, and so he knows he's in that position now, and so he rarely, if ever, is going to let anybody down, especially here at the American Century Championship. So pretty cool that he didn't let us down and spend a couple minutes with you here on NSN.
That was good to catch up with the man.
As it was, as it should be. And of course, this tournament gets better and better every year. We're talking 30 plus as we sit here now on Saturday along the shores of South Lake Tahoe. In addition this year, how about a chipping challenge on 14? Our Shannon Kelly checked it out.
We're hanging out near the 14th tee box for the American Century Investments Chip for Charity Challenge. The inaugural event helps benefit the Stowers Institute, and each celebrity has 3 chances from this box here to make it in. Let's see how they did.
All of the celebrity golfers are given 3 chances with silver golf balls put onto our platform, where they have a 25-foot chip shot, and if they make that chip shot into the target behind us, there's $250 donated. They wanted to have something that the celebrities could really interact with, have it be fun, and at the end of the day, this is obviously for charity.
A couple of those went in. That was pretty good stuff.
Yeah, that's not easy.
Yeah, so from one of the newer events to one that's a little longer running, over at 17, closest to the pin. Well, we're going to have that on the other side of this break as our 19th hole show continues from Edgewood and the American Century Championship. We're back right after this.